I don't know if we can unmute ourselves. I want to know if we can unmute ourselves. I can change the settings. Okay, all right, very good. Thank you very much. Just want to be sure. Thank you. So please kindly mute your mic. So I'll be back. All right. So let's get started without further ado. I'll be sharing my screen right now. So I hope you can all see the screen. Please, if you can see the screen, reply. All right, very good. So welcome once again to Crypto Masterclass 2.0. Like the Medium posts I wrote, we started this journey since 2020, and this 2022. So I want to welcome every one of us back on this journey. Sorry for the long break. Some things to settle at my end. So hope this ride will continue occasionally. So we'll be continuing the class with a beginner's guide, security of funds, wallet, and risk analysis. But for today, we'll be only saying beginner's guide because cryptocurrency is not something we can just cover in just few minutes. It's something that we keep learning about. We can't just say we want to learn everything under 30 minutes or under 1 hour. It's not possible. So we'll be starting gradually since this is a 3 month training, like I said earlier, taking it one after the other so that we can fully grasp the whole currency and blockchain technology because it's kind of broad. So we need to take our time to understand it step by step. And I hope you agree with me that is a nice strategy to employ. All right. So someone is asking for the link. Sorry, let me share the link with you. All right. So now crypto masterclass 2.2 beginners guide. So I'll be starting with the beginners guide, and first on our list, let me say about myself, about the speaker. So I'm Olatunde Michael Alekon, as you all know. I'm the founder of Masterclass. It's a platform for teaching and learning cryptocurrency. I'm a product designer, a freelancer. So I'm a product designer, I'm a freelancer, a teacher, a tech enthusiast, and also a crypto trader. One of the things I love doing is affecting people positively. That's been my major aim. To always try to affect people anywhere I find myself, be it online or offline. So continuing with today's class, right? Right. So now, before we go into what cryptocurrency is, we need to understand where it originated from, which is what is money. So, who can tell us what money is? Anybody? I'd like this class to be interactive. If you can hear me, please unmute yourself and tell us what money is. Anybody? Nobody's talking. Or you can type in the chat section. No problem. Medium or best All right, thank you very much, Ms. Muturayo. She said money is a medium of exchange. So just like we know that money is something that is generally acceptable, anything that is generally acceptable and can be used for exchange of goods and services is what we call money. If it's a paper and everybody is accepting that paper, you can call that money. If it's something plastic or anything of value that people can attract value to, call that money. Because cryptocurrency is a form of money. So we need to know where it started from before we can continue with this journey. So we need to go back in time to see what has actually brought about the idea of cryptocurrency. Because without understanding the history behind it, we won't know how to proceed further and why it's happening. So now we've discussed what is money. So the next one is evolution of money. So now money started from trade by barter system where we exchange. We have rice, I have beans. Now we exchange those commodity within ourselves. So you meet your neighbor who has rice and you own beans, but you want to eat rice, your neighbor wants to eat beans. So what do? Both of you exchange that food item you have. So it can be food items, it can be clothes, it can be anything of value that you can easily exchange among each other. So money started from that. So from time being, we had gold, money transformed into gold. We had gold, we had silver, we had carries and other likes. And then with the advent of technology, we had what we call the metallic coin, the coin currency that we use. From there, we move on to paper money. Now, paper money is what we still use till date. And from paper money, the technology also brought us about using plastic money where we have our ATM cards that we use in performing different kind of transaction both online and offline. Then we move on to electronic money. That's where we have our mobile banking. You want to say something? All right. So now move on to electronic money where we have our mobile banking. We can easily transfer money from one account to the other. And now we have cryptocurrency, the digital form of money. Hope you are following. If you are following, please say yes. You can type yes in the chat box. All right. Someone say yes. All right. So now, yes, I'm also following. All right. So you agree with me that money also has its principle. There are some attributes to money. There are some things that define. eh, we have everything of value nowadays. You can't just say, okay, because I own a cloth is worth 1 million naira, then let me make it money. No, there are some characteristics or some things we see before we can say, okay, this is money, or before we can say, okay, this can be generally acceptable by two or more people, before we can say, okay, this can be used as a means of exchange. So now the first one is scarcity, and it was defined by Aristotle, principle of money. Now the first one, it must be scarcity, fungibility, that means able to replace with an identical item, can be interchanged, you can exchange it for another. It must be transferable, transferability is divisible, that means you can divide it into smaller units. And lastly, it must be durable. Now, if we take a look at the money we use now, that is the government money we spend, the fiat currency we spend, if you look at this principle and you attribute it to the fiat currency we spend, you will see that things are lacking. Some things are lacking, like in this aspect of scarcity. That's why we see inflation affecting us today. Price of everything is just going up because they keep printing more money and they keep sending more money into circulation. So you agree with me that scarcity is not found. So you can say that some principles, they are not being obeyed. Uh, Initially they were obeyed, but on the long run, because of this money is being controlled by humans, and everybody wants power. So what do? They print more money to empower themselves. So also for transferability in some area it's also lacking, because if you want to transfer money within your country to another country, then that becomes an issue. Because you have to pay a lot of fees in transferring that money, and before it gets to the person it takes time. Sometimes it doesn't get delivered. You have to start tracking the money just like you're tracking goods and services. So also the money we spend is lacking some of these fundamental principles. Okay. So now move on to introduction of cryptocurrency. Now, what is cryptocurrency? We say cryptocurrency is an internet-based medium of exchange which uses cryptographical functions to conduct financial transactions. Now, cryptocurrency leverage on blockchain technology to gain decentralization, transparency, and immutability. Now, when we talk of decentralization, we are talking of a way where everybody has power. Power is being distributed, is not centralized on a particular body. Just like we take, for example, now the government, they own the power right now. They control everything happening, both in the finance, the welfare of the people, everything that has to do with a particular country, the economy and everything, they control it. So you can say that is centralization. But with the advent of cryptocurrency, power has now been decentralized. So as far you are um own a share of any particular cryptocurrency, you have the power to decide what you want. Your voice can be heard. So decentralization, we have transparency. The transactions that are being performed can be viewed on the blockchain. So this makes it very transparent. Anybody from anywhere in the world can actually view any form of transaction you are performing. They can only view it, but they can't tamper with it. That's why we say it's immutable. It can't be hacked. So these are the three major um attributes of cryptocurrency, and these are part of the reasons why people use it to till date. So we also see what is cryptocurrency. Now we have various examples of cryptocurrency. We have the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, the Ripple, and the likes. So blockchain. Now blockchain is the how would I put it, is the technology in which cryptocurrency are built upon. And let's take for example, I want to explain the blockchain and also cryptocurrency. Now let's take for example, blockchain is a land. You purchase a land, right? Now what do you do on that land? You can put a building on that land. So now take blockchain as a land you purchase, right, for construction purpose. Now on that land place a house or an event center, a school, a church, or whatever. Now that building, take it to be cryptocurrency. So blockchain is the underlying technology for cryptocurrency. So all cryptocurrency or everything we do right now with cryptocurrency is built on the blockchain. And the blockchain consists of blocks. So you can say we have block, we have ledger, distribution. These are the things that makes up blockchain. Consists of blocks. The ledger used to store information, store transactions, is being distributed from one block to the other. They are connected. Like this for performing transaction. Now that transaction has to be confirmed to show that okay, this transaction has been processed successfully. So that's blockchain. Now what is blockchain? See, blockchain is referred to as a distributed ledger technology, for short DLT. For short DLT. Now makes the history of any digital asset unalterable and transparent through the use of decentralization and cryptographic hashing. This is the attribute of blockchain. Blockchain cannot be hacked. That's why we use it today. It's very transparent, like I said earlier. Everybody can see or view transactions happening on the blockchain. Take the Bitcoin blockchain, for example. If I'm sending one Bitcoin from my account to someone's account, the person I'm sending it to can easily view this transaction on the blockchain. But for our traditional banking system, if I'm sending money from my account to your account, you can't see if the money is actually being processed or not. All you just see is receive an alert that the money has been deposited by me into your account. But with blockchain, it's different. Everybody can see it from where it's going and from where it's coming from and where it's going to. Please, if you're not talking, please mute yourself. All right. So I hope we are getting it. Hope I'm not talking to myself.
You are getting it. Sorry, I'm getting it. I'm with you. I
Uh,
don't have a question. I'm also with you.
all right.
I'm getting what you're saying.
All right. Thank you very much. So please kindly mute yourself so I can proceed. So like I said, blockchain. You want to ask a question?
Yes,
Uh,
please. Can you come again about that blockchain? Please, I'm very sorry.
all right, no problem. I will explain. Okay. So I said blockchain. Now I use a land and a building for example to explain. Please mute yourself. Okay. So like I said, blockchain. I use blockchain a land. I use a land and a building to explain blockchain, right? So now I said you purchase the land. Now let's say you want to build four-story building, right? What do you do? What's the first thing you consider? You consider having a land to build your four-story building, right? So now you go to whoever you want to purchase the land from, get the land. Now take blockchain as that land you are buying. And when you buy that land, you put a building on that land, right? So now cryptocurrency is that building you're erecting on that land. So Bitcoin, for example, now is built on the blockchain. Ethereum, for example, also is built on the blockchain. Ripple and the other likes they are built on the blockchain. Now we say blockchain is a ledger, the distributed ledger that makes the history of any digital asset, any transaction unaltered. You can't alter it. You can not alter any transaction that is performed on the blockchain. You can only see what's happening when you perform a transaction. Now you send, okay, now let's say you're sending money from my account to your account. Now when I click on send from my end, from my wallet, it begins to process. Now during that process, you can see what is happening. Okay, it's moving from wallet A to wallet B. You can view it on the blockchain. Also, you can also it's also decentralized in in the aspect that nobody can control the blockchain. Nobody has the power to say, okay, this blockchain is owned by me. It's owned by no one because it consists of various nodes. So each of these nodes are connected all over just like internet, for example. Now, internet consists of various computers connected globally. So also the blockchain consists of various nodes that are connected to um to perform these transactions. So let me show us an example of blockchain. So let me go to Etherscan. I'll show us an example of blockchain now so I can have a full grasp of what I'm saying. That's so it's loading. So now this
I'm very sorry for asking this question. Is there a way we can record this and post it back on the platform so that we having network issues now can go back to it and listen to it?
yeah, I'm recording the session. So I'll share the video with us when I'm done. All right. So now this example of a blockchain. This the Ethereum blockchain. Now you can see the name titled Etherscan. Now you can see the price of Ethereum here, the transactions that have been performed, the total market cap, that's the total amount of money that has been in circulating around Ethereum. Now we have the difficulty, this is the mining rates. All these are done by validators that validate transactions on the Ethereum blockchain. Now we have various informations. So let me see. Okay, let's click on any of these on this latest transaction. Let me click on this transaction ID. So now here, now you can see we have transaction details, right? Now under the transaction details, we have the transaction hash. That's the unique key. Each transaction that is performed on the blockchain, they have unique key. Just like you have your reference ID when you send money from one account to the other. Also for the blockchain, there are unique key that distinguish each transaction from each other so that no two transactions are identical. No matter how um occurrent the transaction are being performed, they are not identical, they are different. So now this is the transaction hash. So you can see the key is in form of alphanumeric, both number and alphabet. Now the status says success. That means the transaction has been performed successfully. Now the block, this is the block number. This is the block number. So the block number will keep increasing as the transaction also continues. So the next transaction will be carrying a different block number from this. Now the timestamp telling us the time the transaction was performed 2 minutes ago. Now what time and what date? It was performed 29th of January 2022 around 7:43 p.m. So now it was confirmed within 30 seconds. So you can see how fast the blockchain processes transaction within 30 seconds. Now imagine this person is staying in the United States of America and the other person that transferred um the this amount of Ethereum is staying in Nigeria. So you can just see within 30 seconds the person has gotten it, which our traditional financial system cannot do. You can't you can't deliver at this kind of speed. So now this is the wallet address that transferred it. I don't know if you can see my screen. Okay, we can see the screen. This is the transaction, the wallet address, and this is the person that received the Ethereum. Now the value of Ethereum that was sent is 0.2 Ether, and the value in dollar that is about $519, approximately $520. Let's just say $520. Now the transaction fee that was paid on this transaction was 6.75. So $6.75 was paid on this transaction, and this is the gas fee. So I'm sorry, the gas price. So like you can see now we just viewed a transaction that was performed recently on the blockchain. Now, can anybody tell me if he or she has ever seen a transaction that was performed in GT Bank or FCMB or First Bank? Have anybody seen transaction performed before? Like you can see full description of the information like this. The answer is no. So with the blockchain, it's very, very possible. I would say the now we said the blockchain is very transparent. So this is what we mean by transparent. You can view the transaction. Now, this person that transferred this amount of Ethereum to this other person, I can actually see what currency the person is actually holding by clicking on his wallet address. Now let me do that. Yes, some people having network issue. So now this is the balance of Ethereum the person is having, 0.7 Ethereum. The total value is having is over $1,000. Now the token is holding, holding USD coin, which is a stable coin, that's over $12,000. He has another kind of Ethereum, which is a wrapped Ethereum. He also have other coins. So these are the coins he's holding currently. I can only view what he has in his wallet, but I can't transfer them. That is how transparent and unhackable the blockchain is. You can only view it, you can only see what is happening, but you can't actually touch it or tamper with what the person has. So anybody can get your wallet address and view your transaction that you perform over the years, but the person cannot transfer your fund. The person cannot tamper with whatever is in your account. Only you can do that. And that's the issue of keeping your private key secure, because for cryptocurrency we have what we call private key and public key, but we are going to be discussing that in another class, not today. We have private key and we have public key. So now these ERC 720 token, these are what we call NFTs. So the person is holding about 16 NFT. So the person is holding about 16 NFT in his wallet. So you can see them holding about 16 NFT in his wallet and some other cryptocurrencies as well. Now we are just viewing someone's account. He doesn't know we are viewing his account. He does not know, he's not aware. But he's rest assured that nothing can go wrong because we can't tamper with it since we are not holding his private key. This is public key. That is his wallet address. It is public key. So everybody can see it, view transaction, perform on it, but you can't actually um tamper with those transactions. So these are other transactions he has performed over some hours ago. So you can see at 5 minutes ago, some 7 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, 1 hour, and the likes. So this is just an example of blockchain. I hope we understand the concept of blockchain now. Let me continue. So I hope you understand. If you understand, please respond so I can continue.
Yes, yes, perfectly well.
All right, all right.
Perfectly well.
Thank you very much. So now what is Bitcoin? So now I want to come to Bitcoin itself. So we all know that Bitcoin. Please mute yourself, Lua. Yeah, thank you. Now we all know that Bitcoin itself is the originator of cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is what gave birth to all other cryptocurrency today. And Bitcoin didn't just appear out of the thin air. It was actually developed by an unknown person. He named himself Satoshi Nakamoto, and to date nobody knows his identity. He um, started his publication about Bitcoin from 2008. Then 2009, he mined the first Bitcoin. Precisely January 3rd of January 2009, he mined the first Bitcoin to show that okay, this thing is actually um, working, just like I've said earlier. So Bitcoin says it is a consensus network that enables a new payment system, and it's completely digital money. Now, this is where digital money came into place. Now, before the advent of Bitcoin, other people have been trying to develop a digital money, but they all fail woefully due to some certain reasons. But Satoshi Nakamoto was the first person to successfully develop a digital form of money, which is Bitcoin, which is what we are using to date. Now, it is the first decentralized P2P system network and it's powered by its users. So, users are the ones who powers Bitcoin because they mine Bitcoin. Because before you can get Bitcoin, you need to mine it. And total supply of Bitcoin we have is 21 million. So we can see that Bitcoin has that principle of scarcity. It can never be increased. That's the total amount that has been programmed to be in circulation or to be created. So the total amount of Bitcoin that was created was 21 million. So it can't go above that. It can only go beyond it through the help of what we call burning. So there are some mechanism in cryptocurrency that we use in reducing the total supply of a particular cryptocurrency. So it can only be reduced, but it can't be increased. And when it's reduced, then scarcity high and the demand is also what high, and that drives the price of a particular cryptocurrency. So prices of cryptocurrency are mostly driven by scarcity, demand. So now Bitcoin is the first cryptocurrency we know. And the characteristics of Bitcoin adheres to all of the five principles we mentioned earlier. These principles of money. All right. Okay. The principle of scarcity, fungibility, transferability, divisibility, durability aligns to these five principles. That's why I can say it's the best form of money we can own today. Now, characteristics of Bitcoin says Bitcoin is scarce. Only 21 million coins will ever be mined. Bitcoin is fungible and cannot be interchanged. It can be interchanged. That means you can have I have one Bitcoin. I can actually interchange it for another amount of Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin can easily be transferred between owner. I can send from my account to your account to any other person I wish to send to. And Bitcoin can be divided into smaller units called Satoshi, just like the name of the founder, Satoshi Nakamoto. So a unit of Bitcoin is what? One Satoshi, and that is 0.0000001 BTC. That's about 8 decimal place. So Bitcoin is also what? Durable. So these characteristics made Bitcoin a form of money that can be easily accepted and used. So like we said, Bitcoin is a digital form of money and is peer to peer, is for peer to peer payment. That means I can send money within my account to your account without the involvement of a third party. Now that is why Bitcoin is mostly used today, because there's no third party between you and the person transferring um or performing transaction. Like the accounts, the Ethereum, the this blockchain we saw earlier, this transaction we viewed earlier, the Ethereum transaction we see, you can see from who. You can see from this person to this person. There's no third party. We from this wallet address to this wallet address, no third party. But if you want to send money in your traditional system, your fiat system, you want to send money from my account to your account, the bank is our intermediary. The bank starts as the middleman, and sending money from my account to the other account, the bank has to authorize that transaction. But in the case of Bitcoin, the blockchain authorizes the transaction. All the transactions be performed on the blockchain. There's no intermediary between you and the person, just from your account to the other person's account. But for our traditional system, when I send from my account, the bank has to authorize the transaction and move it to the other person account, especially when you're using a different bank entirely. So Bitcoin come as a form of peer to peer. That means person to person. So that's why it's a form of money that you can easily use and adopt. That's why we say that the adoption of Bitcoin is so wide. Now, how do we make money from cryptocurrency? Now, there are various ways of making money from cryptocurrency. First one, we have investing, we have trading. Now, investing has to do with you buying a particular cryptocurrency and holding for a very long time. Like you can have a period of, let's say, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and the likes. Now, imagine people who started Bitcoin and bought Bitcoin around 2019. If they invested in Bitcoin I said 2019, sorry, 2009. And if they had invested in Bitcoin since 2009, they'll be having about um over $3,000 as the price of Bitcoin. And whatever amount they bought it then, they'll be in profit by now. That's investing. But for trading, we have various forms of trading. We have day trading, we have swing trading, we have position trading. We also have OTC trading, that's your P2P trading. You buy from a person sends to your account. So all these forms of trading are done within a particular period of time. Maximum duration for trading is 1 month. So when it begins to exceed 1 month, then you are investing. So trading, you taking a short position, a short time position that okay, within this so time, I want to sell, I want to buy, I want to reevaluate my position. Do we get that? So that entails a lot of discipline and practice. Then that will lead us to what we go to having fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and the likes. So that will be a discussion for another day. So we have mining. Yeah, this is where Bitcoin. Okay, someone just said something in the chat. Let me read the message. It says, who takes transaction fee? The owner of the coin, right? Someone said the transaction fee goes to the miners. Yes. The miners are the people who help approve the transaction across blockchain. Okay, thank you, Bobby Atan, for that response. Yeah, so when a transaction is performed on the blockchain, The miners who help to validate this transaction are the ones who collect the fee. Just like your bank, when they process your transaction, they they collect fee for processing that transaction from you. Either they charge you 10 naira or 15 naira or 20 naira. They charge you a particular fee for processing. So also for blockchain, you have a processing fee, a transaction fee you pay for every coin that is sent. So the person sending the coin will have to pay the transaction fee. So that helps your transaction in processing faster. So mining, yeah. So for Bitcoin, when it came into existence, nobody could buy or sell Bitcoin. So I said two. The 21 million Bitcoin were created sitting on the blockchain. How could people get access to this Bitcoin? They started mining it. Now, mining involves you setting up a computer system with so many algorithms and some kind of technicalities are attached to it. So once your computer is set, you need constant electricity because your computer has to be on 24/7. You also need internet accessibility as well because this with blockchain, you need internet connection to be able to get your device connected and perform the transaction. So now what mining means is the computer system will solve some kind of cryptographic puzzle. It solves some kind of cryptographic puzzle. Now, per block that the computer solves, a reward system is an amount of Bitcoin is sent out to the pool or to the blockchain. For everyone that is mining, you get a share of that Bitcoin. So now per block that is for Bitcoin example, now it takes 10 minutes for a block in Bitcoin to be mined successfully. That puzzle to be answered successfully. So after 10 minutes, once the block or the puzzle is successfully solved, we don't do that. The computer actually perform that function. So all you just need to do is set up your computer to perform the function and it keeps performing the function on and on. As far as there is constant electricity, there's internet accessibility, your computer keeps working 24/7. So you need to set up like or dedicate an entire room or an entire building just to have a mining farm. That's why we have mining farms all over the place now in El Salvador, and they created a mining farm to mine Bitcoin. So now your computer mines this Bitcoin for you. So as many people that are mining at that particular moment, they get to share from that reward block. That it might be 60 Bitcoin per reward block, it might be 50 Bitcoin, it might be 20 Bitcoin, it might be 100 Bitcoin. So the larger the share, the more they get. But now with the advent of halving, there's something we call halving. Every 4 years, the reward per block gets halved. That means it gets split into two. Now initially when Bitcoin was first mined, it was the reward block was 60 Bitcoin per block. So for every 10 minutes, 60 Bitcoin is being distributed to the miners. 60 Bitcoin is being distributed to the miners. So after 4 years, that 60 Bitcoin became 30 Bitcoin. So miners begin to share from 30 Bitcoin reward block. So after another 4 years, it became 15 Bitcoin. After another 4 years, it becomes 7.5. After another 4 years, it keep on dividing and dividing until the whole 21 million Bitcoin is now in circulation. Currently, we have about 18 million Bitcoin in circulation, and you can get that information from CoinMarketCap. So now that's on mining. Also, Ethereum also is being mined. Ethereum is also being mined. The same process for Bitcoin is also similar to that of Ethereum. I also have some other cryptocurrencies too that are being mined. Now we have staking or saving. Now staking is the opposite of mining, but they are similar. Now why did I say that is the opposite of mining? Now for staking, you need a computer to perform the tasks of mining for you to solve this puzzle and to validate transactions. But for staking, you don't need a computer for that. All you need to do is what stake that particular cryptocurrency on the blockchain. When you stake it, when you stake the particular cryptocurrency on the blockchain, then you get your reward. So your fund is the one performing the validation. We call that validation. It validates the transaction. Now take Binance matching for example. It's done through validation because we have validators on the blockchain that have staked their fund to access this staking reward. So the more transaction they validate on the blockchain, the more reward they get over time. So when you perform a transaction like you send from your account to another account, and they validate that transaction and a network fee is charged for performing that transaction. Now this fee is sent to the validators, sent to those people that have staked their fund in the blockchain to validate the transaction to ensure that the blockchain is secure. So the main purpose of Bitcoin mining and staking is to secure the blockchain, to ensure that one person is not in control of the blockchain. That's why we see Bitcoin is more secure than any other network because we have a lot of people mining on the um on the blockchain today. A lot of people are mining, so the power is distributed. It's not centralized on just one person. Just like we have the central government controlling the Federal Reserve, the whole money they print, the whole money they spend, the whole money they send in circulation is being controlled by them. Tomorrow they can decide that okay, we're no longer spending naira, we want to start spending something else, and we have nothing to do about it. But for Bitcoin, nobody can say, okay, oh, I don't want to mine again. If you don't mine, someone else in China, someone else in Portugal, someone else in Nigeria, someone else in Spain is mining and is getting his reward for mining. So we move on to arbitrage. Arbitrage is just like a form of you buying particular cryptocurrency for an exchange at a lower price and selling at another exchange at a particular at a higher price. So like the price difference can just be like 5%, 10% price difference, and you just use advantage of that to make money for yourself over time. So a lot of people have been going to arbitrage, and it has been a very, very profitable one. And we have what we call ICO, we have IDO, we have IU. These are ICO means initial coin offering, IDO means initial decentralized offering, IO means initial exchange offering. Now, all these are saying the same thing. Now, what ICO means or what IDO means is this. Now, take for example, Apple company is starting out, right? And they want to go public. They need people or investors to buy into them, to believe in them, to invest in them early, so that they can use those people money to launch that product and to also maintain their production activities, their management activities and the like. So what they do is they sell a particular portion of shares to people. Okay, you own per share is $1. You can buy at least maybe we have about 100% share. We're going to be selling 70 or 30% of our share to the public. So now people, investors who believe in them, who have done their proper research, okay, this is a good project to go in. They come, they buy a particular amount from them and they hold that particular share so that when the value of the company goes higher in the future, that share will be worth times two, times 10, times 100% of the initial amount they bought at. Take Binance for example, they did the ICO in 2017 where they sold some part of their coins to the public. And people who were holding who bought it at a very lower price because I guess it was over below $1. Now Binance chain is over $300. So you can see how many percentage they've made over the years. So that's what ICO means. So till date we still have some projects who still use that um kind of method to raise funds for their company and to also launch their product. Now we have full sets. These are kind of reward you get when you perform some kind of activities on some crypto sites. So they give you little rewards that you can compound over time and you can make money from that. Now we have what we call play to earn. Now play to earn has to do with a gaming platform where you play a particular kind of game and you earn cryptocurrency in return. So it's not just all about trading. There are forms of way, different ways you can make money from cryptocurrency. We also have learn to earn. Now, learn to earn has to do with you learning about a particular cryptocurrency and you are earning that coin at the same time. Now, we have a typical example on CoinMarketCap. It's a very good example. On CoinMarketCap, there's a particular place where you learn and you earn at the same time. So when you learn about, let's take for example, now you're learning about Bitcoin. Okay, you're learning what is Bitcoin. So after you read a particular section of Bitcoin for some minutes or for some seconds, a portion of Bitcoin is given to you for reading and for learning about Bitcoin. Or some might say, okay, after you pass the test, so after you've learned about Bitcoin, they'll give you a question to answer. Once you answer those questions successfully or correctly, portion of that cryptocurrency is rewarded to you. So these are ways we make money from cryptocurrency. We also have affiliate commission. Let's say, for example, I'm selling a course on cryptocurrency. Now, I own the course, but you want to help me promote the course. Now, I can say, okay, when you sell this course, I give you 5%, 10%, 20%, 50% from the sales. So that's affiliate commission. So you also make money from that. Selling a skill now. A skill can be in form of your skill can be in form of graphics designing, coding, web development, community management, and the like. So any of these skill you have, you can sell them on cryptocurrency platform and you make money with it. Like we have a lot of communities springing up today. They need people to help them design graphics. You can design graphics for them. If someone is needs to write a code, wants to develop an application on, let's say, Binance Smart Chain, for example, you can also help them develop the application on the blockchain. You can also help them create a website as for web development. You can also help them manage their community. So there are various ways in which you can make money from cryptocurrencies, not just limited to a particular aspect. And lastly, we have buying a course. Now, when you buy a course, and let's say you buy my course, for example, now you join my community, I begin to share with you information that will help you make money because I'll do a lot of research and also share with you because I know you buying the course, you are expecting something in return. You are not just buying the course for buying sake. First, you learn, you gain the skill, you gain the knowledge, you got it for, and also you gain mentorship. You also have access to opportunities I share on my platform. So also buying a course helps you in making money in cryptocurrency. And there's something I need to mention that Bitcoin is the first cryptocurrency. Any other coin that is not Bitcoin, we call them alternative coin, alternative currency. They're called alternative currency. So Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Ripple, Litecoin, a lot of them, they are alternative currency because Bitcoin is the first cryptocurrency that ever came into existence. I want to show us something on CoinMarketCap, where we have list of information of all cryptocurrency we have in existence. Loading. Okay, the page is still loading. Okay, so now this is CoinMarketCap. Now you can see on CoinMarketCap we have cryptos at this top page here. We have cryptos. Now we have over 17,203 cryptocurrencies currently created. Now, apart from Bitcoin, all of these coins are what we call alternative coins. Apart from Bitcoin, all of these cryptocurrencies are what we call alternative coins. Now, exchange, these are places where you buy and sell your cryptocurrency. Now, the market cap tells us about the total valuation of the cryptocurrency market. So it's over $1.7 trillion. Now, the volume, that means the amount that have been traded in a period of 24 hours. This is it. And what we call dominance. That means how the circulation of Bitcoin over other cryptocurrencies. So Bitcoin is the one dominating because it's the major cryptocurrency, and that's what people are mostly secured with, and they feel Bitcoin is not the feel, it's the fact. Bitcoin is the most secure cryptocurrency. Every other cryptocurrency can go to zero, but Bitcoin is still retaining its value. When Bitcoin goes down, every other cryptocurrency follows suit because Bitcoin is the major and the mainstream cryptocurrency. And we have Ethereum, which is second in command. The dominance is over 17%, and this is the gas fee for Ethereum. So, like I said, we have um learn to earn, right? Now, this is a place where you can learn and earn at the same time. So you can just come to this end section, then you begin to learn about a particular crypto. Let's click on it. Let's see what we have there. So you can say learn crypto, earn crypto. So these are ways you can make money from cryptocurrency. You don't have to stick to one area or one way of making money from cryptocurrency. You can diversify your means of making money from cryptocurrency. You can also make money from these aspects. So so this coin market cap is a tool used in tracking prices of cryptocurrencies. Now Bitcoin, you can see the current price of Bitcoin, the 24 hours movements. Now in 24 hours, it has done just 1.8%. At the 7 days movement has been over 7%. That the market cap is 717 billion dollars, and the volume in 24 hours is over 16 million, over 16 billion. And the circulating supply is circulating supply. You can see circulating supply is 18 million. Hope you can see the screen. Circulating supply is 18 million, while the max supply is 21 million, just like I told us earlier. So, so far, 90% has been mined. 90% of Bitcoin has been mined. And these are the percentage that is in circulation till date. So it can't go beyond 21 million. So we also have other cryptocurrencies. So these are the top 10 cryptocurrencies we have. We have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, which is a stable coin. That is a coin that is pegged to a dollar. It retains the value of $1 per coin. It does not increase or it does not decrease. So this is a way of managing your risks when it comes to trading cryptocurrency. So when you make profits and you want to have a safe haven to save your funds, or to protect you from volatility, because particular cryptocurrency that goes up to 100% today can as well come down 100% and you make no gain. So in order to protect your capital, your profits, you convert your cryptocurrency to a stable coin, which is Tether USDT, which is the third in ranking. We have BNB, which is owned by Binance Smart Chain. We also have USDC, is also a stable coin. So the price does not go beyond $1. So we have Cardano, which is sixth. This is not a stable coin, it's a cryptocurrency. We have Solana, number 7, Ripple, number 8, Luna, number 9, and we have Dogecoin, which is number 10. These are the top 10 cryptocurrency, and they are being ranked according to their market cap. So the higher the market cap, the higher their ranking. So if Tether market cap flip Ethereum tomorrow now, Tether will be number 2. So the market caps determine their position on the global market. So the amount of money invested in a particular cryptocurrency determines the ranking. Yes, explain a lot. So let me see. Let me know. Let me. Okay. I've explained ways to make money from cryptocurrency. So I guess we'll call it a day for today and we'll continue from there tomorrow. Continue from here tomorrow. So thank you everyone for paying attention and joining today's class. So this is where I'll draw the curtain for today and ask us if you have any questions to ask. So please, if you have questions, you can type it in the chat box or you can unmute yourself and ask. Thank you very much for your comments. I really appreciate. So any question? Nobody is asking question.
Well, for me, I think I don't have a question. I just have a suggestion.
All
I
right.
think there are terms that people that are entirely new to this space might find difficult. So perhaps we should find we should make a list of all those terms. For instance, what is a node? For instance, what does a ledger mean? For instance, market capitalization, market valuation, etc. All those terms might be what the or neophyte might find kind of confusing and perhaps the average head of those people to carry them along just like what are the guys saying, what are they doing, I don't even understand those were the
All right. I'll put that into
that's
consideration.
just my contribution.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you. You can go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you for this as well. I think I will second what the has to do with bringing out this pens and trying to break them down more for better understanding. Now, to my question, we're seeing something about research that you have a blockchain. You mentioned that it is decentralized when you were talking. And when you were making some numbers, some of the transactions that are being done, you were showing us some of the transactions that were done on somebody's account. Let me use that word. Now, I want to ask that in the course of doing all of these things, does the person know you are doing these things on his account? That is one. You know, for example, now in our local banks here, if I'm saying I will request for your account number and your account name. Now, if you actually want to send the Bitcoin or any of those cryptocurrencies across the message, is it going to be address that we need or is there any other
All right. Let me answer your first question. Yeah. Thank you very much. Let me answer your first question. Now, for the first question, you ask if the person is aware we are actually viewing his account. The answer is no. The person is not aware. That is one of the benefits of cryptocurrency. It's transparent that anyone anywhere can view a transaction that you are performing. So, but the saving part of it is that is unhackable. Nobody can actually tamper with those records because it's a blockchain. So it's stored in a distributed ledger that records transaction as they occur. Immediately they occur, it's recorded chain by chain. That's why it's called a blockchain. So the person is not aware we are actually viewing his transaction, but the person knows that my account cannot be tampered with as far as my private key as the security phrase or the security words of his account is intact or with him. Just for example now, your bank account, now when you have a mobile app, right? Now you are the only one that have access to your mobile app. It's your login details. Now if you should share that login details with someone else somewhere now have access to your account. So also for cryptocurrency, if your wallet's private key is not shared with anybody, you are the only one in charge of it. So the transaction you perform can be viewed on the blockchain, but the person might not actually know who is sending what. Like we only saw the address, but we don't know the person sending it. Shey you get? So we can only see the address, but we might not be able to tell who is sending it actually, except we have the person's wallet address that we can just copy and then view it on the blockchain. Hope you get that. So now sending cryptocurrency from one person to the other, you just need a wallet address. Just like you use your um account number to receive fund from the other person. So you send your account number to the person, then the person place it on the app, your information comes and it sends you money. The same thing with the cryptocurrency. All you need is your public key, which is your wallet address. So when you give it to the person, then the person cannot transfer cryptocurrency from his own wallet to you. So I hope this is clear. Yeah, yeah, you're welcome. So any other question for Kolidede? Please feel free to ask your questions, and even though you can't access, you can also drop it on the group chats on WhatsApp and it will be attended to. All right, since nobody is asking any question, just want to thank every one of us for joining. I hope to see us tomorrow and looking forward to having an awesome time together. And the suggestion that was made earlier by Mr. Wolabi has been noted. Something will be done on that. So yes, we can call it a day and have a good night rest. Thank you all for coming. God bless you and make more money with cryptocurrency. Yeah. But do you have anything to say, Mr. Olabi, before we call it a day? That's gone. All right. So good night, everybody. Have a nice night rest.